Assalamu alaikum. This is the fourth lecture in Economics of Resources course directed to first year. Before going to the next topic, let's solve some questions. State whether the following sentences are true or false. Number 1. Groundwater may have hidden sources of pollutant. This sentence is true, and it could be considered one advantage of groundwater. Number 2. Streams are considered among the main sources of surface water. This sentence is true. Number 3. Fine cost is similar for groundwater than that of surface water. This sentence is false because groundwater is a kind of water that is located below the Earth's crust. So finding cost of such a kind of water is more expensive than that of surface water. Number 4. Rain catchments are considered among the main sources of surface water. This sentence is true. Number 5. Groundwater cannot easily be polluted. Yes, this sentence is true, and it could be considered one major advantage of groundwater. Number 6. Lakes are considered among the main sources of groundwater. This sentence is false because lakes are considered among the main sources of surface water. Number 7. Rivers and streams cannot easily be polluted. This sentence is false because rivers and streams are kind of surface water, and surface water can easily be polluted. Number 8. Shift from one type of water supply to another could increase water supply. This sentence is true. As we said before, we have some factors that are responsible for shifting the water supply curve rightward, and shift from one type of water supply to another type, like saltwater desalination, is considered one factor that is responsible for shifting the whole supply curve rightward and causing the water supply to increase. Number 9. Among the factors that affect industrial and agricultural water demand are the household income and family size. This sentence is false because the household income and family size are among the factors that affect household water demand, not industrial and agricultural water demand curve. Number 10. Irrigation techniques could affect household water demand. This sentence is false because irrigation techniques could affect industrial and agricultural water demand curve. Let's move now to the next topic about the price elasticity of water demand. It is defined as the percentage change in water demand with respect to change in the water price by 1%. It is the responsiveness of the water demand to any change in its price by 1%. And as we said before, water demand or water is demanded by household sector, agriculture sector, and industrial sector inside the economy. The rule or the formula for price elasticity of water demand is as follows: equals change in water demand over change in the price of water times the initial price over the initial quantity of water demand. It must be negative sign because there is a negative relationship between the price of water and the quantity demand for water. Let's take an example in order to make the concept of price elasticity of water demand clear. In this example, we have quantity demand of water for household sector, industrial sector, and agriculture sector. These three sectors are facing the same water price, but with different quantity demanded. And the required is to calculate the price elasticity of water demand for each sector, and we have to explain its meaning. Second, what is the shape of demand curve for each case? Okay, and we have to explain our answer with suitable graph. Let's start solving by calculating the price elasticity of water demand for household sector by using the point elasticity of water demand. The price elasticity of water demand equals the change in the quantity demanded for water in the household sector over the change in the price of water times the initial price over the initial quantity demand for water in household sector. The value of price elasticity of water demand for household consumption equals minus 0.13%. What does it mean? It means that when the price of water increased by 1%, quantity demanded for household consumption would decrease by 0.13%, which indicate that the demand for water in household sector tends to be inelastic. The percentage change in the water demand less than the percentage change in the water price, and the demand curve will be steep, which reflect that water is considered a necessary good in the household sector. Second, when we calculate the price elasticity of water demand for industrial consumption by using the formula of point elasticity of water demand, the value equals minus 0.2%, indicating that we have inelastic water demand. When water price increases by 1%, industrial water demand decreases by 0.2%. Here, the percentage change in the water demand for industrial consumption less than the percentage change in the water price, and water demand by industrial sector tend to be inelastic, indicating that the water is necessary product for industrial consumption. Finally, we will calculate the price elasticity of water demand for agricultural consumption by using the point elasticity of water demand formula, and the value equals minus 1.2%. Here we have elastic water demand. When water price increases by 1%, agricultural water demand decreases by 1.2%. Here, the percentage change in water demand for agricultural consumption greater than the percentage change in the water price, because there is a flexibility and possibility to shift to another crop demand less water. And water demand curve in agriculture sector tend to be more flatter than that in industrial sector and in household sector. Thereby, the water demand in industrial sector and in household sector tend to be inelastic, and the demand curve would be relatively steep, while in agriculture sector, when we calculate the price elasticity of water demand, it's found to be greater than 1. We have elastic water demand, and the demand curve in agriculture sector for water tend to be relatively flatter than that in industrial sector and in household sector.